All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. We are here on our free Financial Friday call. We're here every Friday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. just sharing valuable financial, health, spiritual related information to help us on our financial journeys and on our life journeys. Um, we've had a host of topics covered from financial aid 101 to the importance of a home-based business to budgeting and debt elimination, credit repair, God and finances, the rule of 72, you don't want to park your money in a bank. And tonight we have Chrissy on, and she will be sharing on the tax deductions that we are eligible for as home-based business owners. So we are going to give her the floor to share tonight. We're very excited to have her on with us. So Chrissy, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. I'm so glad to be a part of this presentation tonight and just excited to share with you guys what I've learned since I've been in this business. Um, and so I'm going to need to share my screen. And once I share my screen, we're not going to hold it up. We're going to go ahead and without further ado, get started.
And let me know if you have what you need, Chrissy. I just made Dexter's profile the co-host.
All right, perfect. I am sharing now, so that is awesome. That's over what we needed. Just give me a moment to set up. And so again, I'm so excited about this company. My husband and I have been in 3 years. In the 3 years, we have cash flowed over $50,000 back into our household. And of course, that was using the strategies that they provided and that they taught us. And we've been able to eliminate my husband. He owed back child support. Not something we're proud of, but what we can be proud of is the fact that he was $12,000 behind, and now he's almost caught up. We should be finished paying for it by the end of this year, and that's a great thing. But we would not have been able to do it so quickly if it was not for My Econ. My Econ is the personal financial success company, and with knowing that, the things that we've learned is that with the current statistics, America is the wealthiest country in the world. We know that there's 69% of Americans that have less than $1,000 in their bank account. There's 68 million Americans that have poor credit, and 80% of Americans feel they're falling behind. And the wages are stagnant, and the government has no solution. We also know that the main problem, the main objective that everyone has in this life is to maintain your current lifestyle and to also prepare for your future lifestyle. So we use labor to cover our current lifestyle, but we need investments to be able to cover our future lifestyle. We are knowing that the government, with our Social Security and things like that, they're not working quite well. We're not even sure, at this point what is going to happen with Social Security because of the debt of this country. We also know that pensions don't work because they were designed a long time ago whenever you were able to, life expectancy wasn't as long, and work was more strenuous. So people weren't living as long. So the companies didn't mind paying a pension for 10 years or so. But now we have people living to be 100. Those pensions are going from 10 years to 50 years. So they're not paying them. They're not the same as they were before. Now, The other thing that we have to look at is the challenges that we face. We face challenges through the first one we call a silent income killer, which is inflation. Inflation is something that affects everyone all the time. It's not even a choice in the matter. That's just something that everybody gets affected with. If you had $1 in 1955, that same dollar today does not purchase the same amount of items. That's simply because inflation goes up about, I believe the amount was 20%. There's always going to be inflation. So we already deal with that because our check doesn't go up as quick as inflation does. Now, the next challenge that we face is taxes. That's one of the things that we're going to be talking more in depth about a little bit later. But because of taxes taking a third of our income, we lose a third off the gate because, I've heard a quote or a saying where people say, the things that are guaranteed in life is that you're going to pay taxes and you're going to die, right? And I'm sure I'm not the only person that's heard that before. But a lot of times, a third of our income is going to taxes, especially if you don't understand how money works. A third goes to debt. And then we lose another third often to big business. That's why they have a holiday for every single month of the year. From January to December, there's not a month there's not a holiday that is designed for us to celebrate and designed to take that final third of your income. We want to teach people about wealth principles: cash, asset, cash. We want people to learn to take some cash, purchase an asset, and that asset is going to produce more cash. So we want to talk about the solutions. And the first solution is that we want to talk about and teach is cash flow management. We want to talk about cash flow management because right now you're taxed between 28% and 33%. If you don't have a solution in place, you work, you tax, and then you get to spend what's left, right? But we want to teach you how to minimize taxes because IRS specifically says that our refunds come from our wallet or our purse. You actually tell the IRS how much or what it is that you want to be deducted from your check. And they'll tell you on the IRS website that the average refund is about $40 a week too much. So you end up creating a...
Lizzie, can you hear me? We lost you. We lost your volume.
Okay, I'm sorry. Am I still here? Are you able? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. So, that's about $40 too much. And that means that you may be putting yourself within a forced savings. But Uncle Sam, he does not pay interest on refunds, except in special circumstances. And putting that money into a type of a savings account or paying down debt might be a better option. Now, these are not my words. These are actually the words that are on IRS website. So we want to definitely teach you what it's like to minimize your taxes so that you're not overpaying. So you're not taking money that you could be investing, that you could be paying down your debt, and use it to better your life. Minimizing debt is another strategy that we want to teach you, and then we want to teach you how to minimize your expenses. If your taxes go down, and the amount of money that you pay in taxes go down, then your cash flow goes up. If your debt goes down, your cash flow goes up. And guess what? If your expenses go down, then your cash flow goes up as well. We also want to teach you about generating business income. When you become a business owner, it changes things a little bit. you are now taxed between 18 and 23%. And now the system changes a little bit for you because now your business works, your business spends, and then your business is taxed. So you're not even in that equation. So therefore, your cash flow is definitely freer than it was in the first scenario. So we do ask that you do an initial investment to get started with this, and I apologize, the information is incorrect, because we recently reduced our amount to $29.95. But we're going to teach you how to write off your lifestyle with that $29.95 investment, and once you're paying $35 a month. You're also going to be able to earn between $3, $5, and $8 a month with this business income, because this is now an asset. Oh, but after we get you in, we're going to then teach you how to minimize your taxes using the cash flow manager. Everything that you use now is being paid for by your labor, your work. But when you learn how to have a business, because of what the government said, they say that they understand that it takes money for you to run your business. And so the way the government usually gives us any type of incentive is through deductions. So with that being said, if you know what you can deduct, you're getting the business. Now, if you know what you can deduct, this helps you to minimize your taxes. So, for instance, your car, your truck that you drive, you're going to be able to deduct the mileage. And right now, the mileage is 57.5 cents per mile that you drive to do business, just to be a deduction. Average American drives 10,000 miles. Now, if you multiply, do the math, that's about $5,700 at least that you'll be able to deduct if you know how to minimize your taxes. Communication. So we talk on the phone. We're very digital world right now, right? Especially with COVID-19 going on. We're doing things online. We're doing things over the phone. Those are communication devices. And most people have to communicate to run a business. When you have a business, you need to be able to talk to your customers. You need to be able to promote. So therefore, they give a percentage of communication off as a deduction as well. Travel. I know COVID has slowed us down a little bit, but I also know that people travel. We travel when it wasn't going on, and we will be traveling again once it's gone. With that being said, how much better would it be to take a trip, do business while you're on that trip, and then be able to get deductions taken off of your total income simply because you were able to maximize your time and advertise your business while you were there, right? So, my husband and I, we went on a trip to Tennessee last year. And when we went on that trip to Tennessee, the trip itself, we probably paid a couple $100 for a little hotel. We were able to get, we were able to count the mileage because, of course, you were driving to do the business. We also, you get to count 50% of your meals and entertainment. Well, just meals right now, but you were able to, a few years ago, you were able to do both. But 50% for meals, mileage, and the hotel fee. Well, I tell you that by the time we calculated everything, our deductions was way more than what it actually cost us to travel. So to me, that means our trip costed us nothing. We paid absolutely nothing for the trip because by the time we added up everything that we were eligible for compared to what we paid, and then whenever it came to file taxes and we know everybody has to file taxes, we were able to deduct that total amount from our total income for the year. So that means the trip was paid for by the government. How good can it get? how good can it get? Because that's not that's something that anybody can do if they have the knowledge to do it. And that's one thing about this great company, that they provide us with the knowledge and the information for us to be able to do that. Now, wages. One of my favorite things to talk about is wages, because when you think about wages, you're like, well, I have a business, but I don't have a lot of employers. But you actually do. You can anyway. It's up to you. You can pay your children up to $12,000 for work that they do at home, work that they do anyway, from the ages of 6 to 17. You would write them a contract, you would get them a bank account, and in the midst of that, you'd be able to pay them directly to that bank account. And with the money that's being paid to them, you can use that to deduct for your total income for the year. So when I tell you that there are some amazing things that you can do using the Cash Flow Manager, that's a tool that comes with your membership. You're able to use that device. It's an app. It's easy access. You can use that and record good records, because that's another request from the government. In order for your business to really be a business, you have to keep good records and you have to try to make a profit. So we're going to make sure that you have the tools that you need to keep good records and to attempt to make a profit. So if you look at the next screen that I'm going to show you, this is an actual percentage of what you can save as far as your tax deductions go. You see, you get to use the things that you're paying for already to be able to get credit for them. The first thing that I would look at is the mortgage. Let's just say that you pay $1,000. Well, a percentage of your mortgage of 20% gives you $200 a month that you can now use as a deduction. Now, $200, it might not sound like, but when you take it by the year, that just definitely increased. Let's see here. The next thing we're looking at is our utilities. So you can get deductions on your personal utilities at home. Because another thing, I guess if I didn't mention this is a home-based business. And that's also very important, because with a home-based business, you get to use the things that are at home. You get to use your, everything that you're already using at home now becomes a deduction. Then we have your cell phone. Your cell phone is covered by 85%. 85%, so that's almost all of it, right? So if they're paying 85% of it per month, and for the year, that comes up to $1,020. Again, this is a little bit outdated, so we know that our knowledge is a little bit higher than that now, but we're still going to stick that $5,600. I'll take that $56 any day. Half for our meals and entertainment for the month, that's $1,200 for the year. Then we're looking at internet. 100% of your internet is covered, and that's another $600 for the year. So if we add all of that up, your total deduction for the year would be $12,020. Now, we're just going to round that off at $12,000, and we're going to add on to your taxes, federal and state, that you're paying, business income, And let's just say that your total earned with those two together is $6,000. In order for you to earn $6,000 at a 1% interest bearing account, you would need $600,000 in that account. In order to earn $6,000 with a 3% interest bearing account, you would need $200,000 in an account. And in order to earn $6,000 in an interest bearing account that gave you 6%, you would still need $100,000 in that interest bearing account. So what we can see is that you can earn $6,000 between the deductions that you get and the business income that you can get from working your business. You can earn that same money without having that type of money generating that sort of interest. And that's really important, because a lot of millionaires, a lot of wealthy people, the way they generate their income is by interest, because they have an understanding to let money work for itself. But if you have something that's generating as much money as $600,000 in interest would earn, and you continue to do that process every year, just imagine how quick you would be to getting to the point where you are wealthy, right? Everybody's not born wealthy, and everybody, doesn't go out there and create something that makes them wealthy, but you can strategize your way to wealth. So this business could be your number one asset. And not only do you get the business, you get the training, and you get beautiful people that care about each other, a family type unit that will help you get to the success that you're looking for. So as I was talking earlier, I was telling you how you can keep good records. This is just a simple sample of what that tool looks like. It's called the Cash Flow Manager. It allows you to enter your income, expenses, and just keep account of money that you spend. And this not only helps you with your deductions, this also helps you manage your money better, because you're going to have a clear bird's eye view of what you're spending your money on and where exactly it's going. And sometimes we need that, because we have to have the right mindset. We have to have the right thought process to be able to make the changes necessary to become wealthy. It's a process. It doesn't just come overnight. It's not something that we can just pop up and say I'm a millionaire and then expect to live that life. There's things that you have to learn. There's a, once again, I'm going to say that word again, process that you have to take part in, because we have to change some things. We can't just be the same people and spend money in the same manner and expect the same results, because we've been for so long fed a certain way and guided in a certain manner that we could spend and be consumers and just not take care of business, but not really assess what we're doing with our money and what better things we can do with our money. So this tool is very, very important in keeping you in line and keeping you on the right track. And these are some samples of entries as if you're going to Red Lobster. We talk about that half off, your meals, the mileage count for everywhere you go. This business, you have a membership fee. That membership fee that you take care of keeps your website up, maintained, and it just also is another way to just, have proof that you have a business and that you're vested in the business. And then, you also want to put in your commissions, any earnings that you have. This is how you would input those things and what that looks like. This is another page, the log that tells you, sums everything up for you, and it does it for the whole, as long as you put that information in, it saves it, it keeps it for you. So the last solution that I want to talk to you about quickly is about investment income. Did you know that you are taxed at less than 15% when you're an investor? Your money works, you're going to reinvest, and then that's going to help you to make more money. You're going to start earning capital gains, you're going to start earning dividends, and your best investment is in yourself. So I know that you guys talked about the Rule 72. I'm not going to go over that again, but only to say that if you're putting your money in the bank, as Tiffany said, you are making a huge mistake, because if you're generating 4% interest, and we know the banks are not even giving you that. If you're generating 4% interest over 18 years, and your money's doubling every 18 years. If you start out with a $10,000 investment, you end up with $40,000. If your interest is at 12%, your money's going to double every 6 years, and then you're going to end up with $640,000 at that same age of 65. So leaving in your bank is a big mistake. You need to make sure that you're investing it. The other thing about this company is that you get great products and discount services. We have our smart credit system, ID Defender. We have a cash flow manager book. You're able to sell travel, roadside assistance, and our free cashback mall. There are products that you are able to sell and make commission from. So not only can you just make money from the strategies, you can also make money from the products as well. When a person signs up today, they're going to receive a personalized website with our world-class business system and our income shifting membership. You're going to get tax withholding training. You're going to get our smart credit system. We're going to teach you again to minimize your taxes. And we're going to teach you how to use your cash flow manager. You're going to get debt elimination software, investment education training, and valuable tax benefits. When you come to this company, it is a one-time fee of $29.95. That's what it takes to get started, $30. And then a month later, you pay $34.95. And this is going to make you a part of a opportunity that can and will change your life if you just follow these simple instructions and follow the strategy. So at this time, I just want to make sure that anybody that comes in to go back to the person that invited you to this opportunity and to this meeting and let them know, look, I got $30 that I can spare to invest in myself. Go ahead and invest in yourself and learn how money works. Learn how you can minimize your taxes and how you can use those deductions to make your cash flow grow. And with that being said, I want to say thank you for your time, and I want to turn it back over to our host.
Yes. So important for people to understand, as Christy was saying, the benefits that you have when you have a home-based business, also the key that she was highlighting is invest in yourself. So what are you doing for yourself, for your family, for your legacy to just make sure that you can leave generational wealth. So this is amazing.
Yeah, I want to thank Chrissy for being very, very informative and comprehensive with the information that covered a wide variety of things that really talks about multiple streams of income. So home-based businesses, the tax code entitles you to write your lifestyle off. You start in the information. What a great feeling to be able to write your children into your business. Wow. You're spending on them anyway. So that's anyway money. The government is going to pay you back and cover that bill. And there's so many more deductions and entitlements when you have a home-based business. And then also, I thought I heard that you can also keep the business and in the family. And last time I checked, that breaks the generational curse financially in the family. Wow. Woo! That is good news. I'm excited. Back to you, Tiffany and Greg.
All right. Well, thank you again, Chrissy, for joining us tonight and sharing valuable information. We'll be reaching back out to you guys and inviting you back again. We will be back next Friday, 8 o'clock, from 8 to 9. So feel free to join us if you have any questions or you're interested in becoming a part of our awesome team. As Christy said, get back with the person that invited you, and we look forward to hearing from you. All right. Well, everyone have a wonderful night, and we will see you soon.
Thank you guys for having me. Good night.
All right. Have a good one.